Hello, everybody. Welcome today. Today we are talking about forgiving our fathers and it being the gateway to attracting and sustaining healthy relationships. I'm Essence Turner, your spiritual life coach and divine love mentor. And so this is for the woman who has been experiencing unhealthy relationships, unsuccessful, unfulfilling relationships where you may be emotionally, verbally abused. You might feel like you're being disrespected, feel like you're not getting back what you're putting into relationships, dating guys who abandon, cheat, or reject you. And so a lot of times when we're experiencing relationships like this over and over, there may be something deeper going on underneath the surface, like not consciously, but subconsciously going on that draws these types of men and relationships into your life. And so on the outside, it might look like, well, I'll just need to go get on Tinder or date this type of guy, or maybe something's wrong with me. That's what we think a lot of times. But I want you to take it a little bit deeper and just open your mind to this idea of father healing being something that may need to be done. Like you may have the father wound. And so this tends to happen to us women who might have had an absent father, meaning he wasn't in your life at all, or he became absent at some point in time, maybe because of divorce or for whatever reason. Maybe the part-time dad where you just saw on weekends or a couple times a month or a couple times a year. The emotionally unavailable father, meaning he was present, he was there, but he just didn't connect with you in the way you needed on an emotional level. Or you might have had a dad who just couldn't love you the way you needed to be loved, seen, and heard. Right? He did it in his own way, but it wasn't what you needed. Or maybe you had an abusive father who, even if it wasn't abusive to you, you witnessed it in the household, emotional, physical, or verbal abusiveness. And so this is what creates a father wound. And so many women will always say, like, I've forgiven my father, or I've forgiven my mom. And what I'll a lot of times say is you might have forgiven your dad, but there may be an angry inner child deep within you. And so I worked with someone years ago and she said the same thing. She was feeling blocked in her life and we were talking about parents and healing. And she was like, no, but I forgave my dad. And, but we kept talking and we traced it back to, a time when he invaded her privacy, but she still couldn't connect with being, angry about it. And I gave her an exercise and just said, just try it, just see. And when she came back, she said she had journaled 10 pages. And then at the end, she wrote, I hate you. And she says she didn't even know all of that was inside of her. And so again, that's that angry, hurt inner child that was the one that actually experienced it with your father. And so this is very personal to me because I have the father wound because I had the absent father. He didn't raise me, but I would talk to him throughout different times of my life, and he was actually funny, personable. He was super cool. So if you would have asked me if I was mad at my dad, I would have said no. But I became open to this idea because I saw how I was attracting guys who disrespected me, cheated on me, abandoned me, rejected me. Like I saw the pattern. So I just decided to, well, let's just see, because something's definitely happening going on here. So once I started doing the deeper work with myself and working with other healers, I just uncovered so much anger, hurt, and sadness and pain and thoughts like I must be unlovable if my dad didn't want to be in my life. How can I, trust that a man would be there for me if my dad wasn't there for me. And I had all this stuff going on underneath the surface. And that was the exact stuff that was attracting those types of men and relationships into my life. And so, if I had not have done anything, that cycle would have kept continuing. It would have perpetuated, because that's what energy does. It just keeps moving and moving until there's a shift in the energy. And so I kept doing the work and went on to clear the energy. Hi, Chanel. For truly forgive my dad for not being in my life. A lot of people will say I've forgiven, but you'll do it on a mental level by just saying the words, but there's still pain and hurt still stuck in your body that needs to be processed and moved out. That is what is attracting our relationships. It's the energy, not the mental stuff so much. It does play a big part, but that energy does have to be cleared. And so I want to really share this, because I know it's the end of the year and people are setting intentions for 2020, and love may be one of the things that you want. But if you are carrying the father wound, it has to be cleared for that healthy relationship to come into your life in 2020. So my goal here is to just continue to give you little pieces of homework and insights and awareness, because I know some of you may still be in denial about this. And so to help it continue to come to the surface, to motivate you to do the work that you may need to do, or that you're being called to do, but you might be ignoring a little bit. So today's homework is to just get into a meditative space and connect in and say, what am I mad at my dad about, or what am I upset with my dad about? And just allow the words to come through the paper, come through the pen. Just let it flow and see what comes out without you judging it or trying to change it. And just know that if your dad is in your life, this doesn't mean that you don't love him. This is also not about blaming. It's really about being honest and truthful about what's in there and inside of you, so you can get it out and release it to call in your true love. And I just want to share with you, once I did the work, I was able to call in a loving, healthy relationship. And I've been with my partner for 5 years now. And I never thought it was possible to have a relationship like this because of all the shitty relationships I had in the past. But something that's so special is after I do a late night coaching session, I always want a snack. I always want to go to the gas station and get a snack, no matter how I try to resist it. But last night when I finished coaching, there was a bag of snacks waiting for me. He went to the gas station for me, and I'm smiling because it's the small things that matter to me. And so for somebody to see my pattern, know, see that that's what I like to do, and then to anticipate that need and go and do it, that freaking means so much to me. And I'm sitting there with my bag of snacks what did I do to deserve this? And that is only possible because of the work that was done to heal and to forgive and shift my energy. And it's possible for you too. So if you're a woman that knows that you're ready to move forward with forgiving and healing, then I'd love to invite you on to a breakthrough consultation and take you through my 3-step process to see what's going on underneath the surface. And I'll leave a link to that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look out for more over the next couple weeks. It'll still have the same title, and I'll give you more homeworks and tips and insight to help you shift your energy and call in love. Talk to you later.